Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Inspiration Collaboration Design Team Challenge. I'm going to create a single page layout using North Pole Delivery, DSP. This collection, it's so cute. It has lots of dogs delivering Christmas cards and postage icons, a little village in the snow, and other little woodland critters also delivering mail and packages, and then some paper that looks like snow falling, and more packages and Christmas cards, and lots of bright, fun colors for Christmas. So our challenge this month is on page 14 of the September to December mini book. There are several sketches. You've got sketches for cards, tags, and layouts. So each of the team members have chosen one of the layout sketches to feature, and I'm going to do the one that is the second one in. I'll have a still picture close up in just 1 second, but it's this one, and here's a close up. So I'm going to use this sketch and I'm going to do it exactly as the sketch is. Well, maybe I'll change it just a wee bit, but for the most part, it's like that sketch. Okay, so let's get everything off my desk here or out of the way, and I'm going to bring my pictures in. Okay, so the other day, my husband and I, we took photos for our Christmas card. And of course, as soon as we decide to stand in front of the tree and pose, the dogs start getting the zoomies and wrestling with each other and just causing a ruckus. And so we have lots of crazy pictures with the dogs, blurry, of course, and running around and wrestling next to us. So I took the outtakes from our picture session and I printed them, and I'm going to do my layout using those photos. Okay, so I'm going to start with this pattern paper that has all the dogs on it, and I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off each side, and that will go on top of a piece of black cardstock. So I'll have my border as black, like that. So it's a very busy paper. So to work with this, choose something that's either a pattern like this one with the postage stamps on it. It's got 2 colors, something that your eye will see as a solid, and you can also use a solid piece of cardstock. And that kind of calms down the busyness of the paper that has all the dogs on it. So when you're working with busy patterned papers, remember to combine them with something that your eye sees as solid. So then it calms everything down. Busy patterns are great in smaller doses. So I'm going to go ahead and use this green pattern as that strip that's along the right side, and then I'll bring my photos in again. So now I definitely need mats for this larger picture. So I'm going to go with that red that's in my sweater and create a mat. And I thought that this postage stamp die set had one large enough for a 4x6, but unfortunately it does not. So I'm just going to cut some regular mats. That die set is called perennial postage, and I will use it on another part of the layout. And so now I've got this real red, and I'm just looking at this piece. Part of it got crunched, so I'm looking at the edges that are in good condition that I can use. And oftentimes when you see me spinning something around, I'm looking at, either the design and what's going to be cut off and how it looks, or if I've got something that's a little crunched on a corner. I want to use the good stuff, right? So, okay, so now I have a real red mat, and I'm going to double mat this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some black cardstock at 4.5 by 6.5 for that second mat. So we're going with the black that's in the Bernie Doodles on the patterned paper. And yeah, I like that. so now we have the 4x6, and don't worry about that dead space that's in the photo with the windows and the wall above the tree. I've got a plan for that. Okay, so as far as the banner that goes above that photo, I'm looking at these banners in the Nested Essentials. No, Stylish Shapes. I always get those two sets mixed up. They're both great sets, and you should have them in your arsenal because I use them all the time. But yeah, Stylish Shapes. And then I cut my word Christmas from the set that is called Words for the Season. I'm just looking at this banner, and it does fit, but that means I would have to use 2 banners. So I'm thinking about that. And then my other letters that I spelled chaos with are from the mini alphabet die set. Okay, so I'm going to use this light blue pattern paper. So I went ahead and cut 2 banners just to see what it looks like. And I'm not crazy about it. Not crazy about it. So I had to go to my stash, and I found a large banner. And unfortunately, I did not mark what company I got this from, so I apologize for that. But it came from my stash, so I found a large banner, and you could always just hand cut one. And then I glued down my title, Christmas Chaos. And then I cut a little postage stamp from Perennial Postage with that same paper, and I did a little bit of journaling on it. And then I cut a square from Stylish Shapes in black to map that with. So this banner in this color is kind of disappearing against that busy background. So I've brought my ink in, and I'm just going to ink around the edges in black. And hopefully this can make that title banner pop a little bit more against that background. So I'm just going to ink everything up, get in that little nook and cranny there, and just have a nice fine line around the edges. The die puts in some stitching, so have that treatment as well. So go ahead and ink all the way around. Do your animals go crazy just at the point when you try to take their picture and then you just get blurry blurry animals in your pictures? That happens with me whenever I point the phone towards them to take their picture. Okay, so in this set, North Pole Delivery, there's tons of little die cuts. I love it. There's 2 whole pages of all these fun die cuts. You've got, buildings that are dressed up for Christmas, and then you have all kinds of critters and dogs and cats, and they're either pulling Christmas packages or they have Christmas cards, and lots of fun. And the cool thing about it is that they're directional. So you've got dogs that are they're headed off towards the left, or they're also headed off towards the right. And so they work directionally for your layout as well. So they thought of everything. So you've got your animals going either direction so that they work for your layout. So you'll see in a minute, I'm going to pull the Dachshund who's pulling a sled with packages on it. And I'll try him one direction, but then I decided he would be better going the other way. So this is the one. Let's go ahead and pop him out of that carrier sheet there. And he could be going that way. But I'm thinking that this page is going to be a left page in my album. So I want him to be traveling towards the inside, the spine of my photo album. So I'm going to pull the other one that's the duplicate, but he's going the other direction. So very cool. Okay, so we have this little guy. He's ready to go. And then I'll pull some postage stamps. They have one that has paw prints on it. So cute. So I'm just going to create my little clusters around my title and around my journaling. And I'll kind of fuss with them a bit, but I'll do all my gluing down off camera. So I'll have a couple stamps up there, and I think that cluster is good to go. Okay, so I have popped my photo on foam tape, the large photo, and still kind of messing with these clusters. All right, so this is an older Close to My Heart embellishment. It is the black die cuts, and these are the arrows, and I just wanted to put an arrow focusing on the two dogs wrestling and blurry in our picture. So I'm going to add that little arrow there. And then I was looking at my title and it still wasn't popping quite enough. So I cut another banner, the same banner in black, and I'm just going to stagger them. And I think that's helping. I think that helps to make it pop a little bit more off the background. And then another thing that I've decided to do, I cut a circle. And at first I was going to use the stylish shape circles, but they weren't big enough. So I went to the biggest one in Spotlight on Nature. This is the one that has the edging that looks like a paper plate. And I cut the largest circle. So I went to that green stamp background paper and cut a circle so that my embellishment cluster can rest on that and not quite so crazy with what's in the background. I mean, it is a layout about chaos, but yeah, it's better anyway to have that circle back there. So, okay, so now we've got all our little doodads, and off camera I glued them all down. And of course we need a little bit of bling. So these are the traditional sparkling sequins, and I'm just deciding which color, and everything seems to be blending except for the red, and I really like the red, so that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to scatter a few of these all around just to kind of lead your eye and add a little fun bling to my layout. So like I said, the team, we each chose a design, and we are welcoming a new member, Jenny Bradbeer. She's from the UK, so I can't wait to see what she creates. She's a very talented colorist with color pencils. So yeah, look forward to seeing some of her artwork in future months, and give her a welcome, give her a follow. I will add everyone's videos to a playlist at the end of this video and in the description below. And I'll put some still pictures of this layout over on my socials. The URLs are at the bottom of your screen, and I'll put links in the description below along with a supply list with links. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.